Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm LISNANI with student number 12110423441. So today I would like to present my research proposal under the title Using Analytical Rubric for Peer Assessment in Teaching Writing, Its Effect on EFL Student Writing Skill at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru. My supervisor is Mrs. Nordiana MPD. In this presentation, I would like to explain about the background of the problem, research question and objective, literature review, previous study, conceptual framework, hypothesis, and research method. So first, I would like to explain about background of the problem. There are problems in students' writing school because writing is not an easy process for second or foreign language learners. The writer should be able to provide a clear description to the readers that they understand the message in the writing. According to Rozimalia, 2016, for a lot of EFL learners, writing has long been known to be a distressing task. Individuals frequently assess that they have thoughts in mind but struggle to put them into words because they are anxious about grammar, diction, and textual organization. And also, on the other hand, writing teaching and learning assessment face challenges, particularly classroom assessment. Learning in classes is mostly teacher-centered and is still dominant. Moreover, English tests are mainly concerned with lexical and grammatical knowledge with a little real-life language use, which results in the lack of consistency in EFL assessment criteria and also a lack of alignment between assessment, practice, and the objective of EFL education at the class, affecting the validity of assessment result. So, one of type assessment criteria that can be used in teaching writing is analytical rubric. It can be used for a peer assessment and self-assessment. As I said before, it can be concluded that research on using analytical rubric on a peer assessment is useful to do. However, there is still limited research focused on using analytical rubric for peer assessment in teaching writing, especially at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru. Based on background of the problem, I formulate one research question and research objective. The research question is there any significant difference of writing skill between students who taught by using analytical rubric for peer assessment and without using analytical rubric for peer assessment at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru? And the objective to examine whether there is significance between of writing skill using analytical rubric for peer assessment and without using analytical rubric for peer assessment at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru. To support this research, I have reviewed the theories about analytical rubric from Flinders University 2021, and this component consists of text description, achievement levels, criteria, and performance description. And also for the writing components, it consists of vocabulary, organization, grammar, mechanics, and content. Based on the problem research gap for this research is there are some previous study that I have reviewed. First, the research about effects of using analytical rubric in a peer and self-assessment on EFL student writing proficiency, a Vietnamese contextual study such as a poem 2023 and then a peer assessment analysis of performance appraisal using analytical rubric to improve critical thinking skills such as LISNANI 2023, and last, using a rubric in peer assessment on EFL student writing proficiency, a Vietnamese contextual study such as LI 2023. Based on the theory, I can formulate the hypothesis. First, HO or null hypothesis. There is no significant difference of writing skill between students who taught by using analytical rubric for peer assessment and without using analytical rubric for peer assessment at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru. And HO or alternative hypothesis, there is significant difference of writing skill between students who taught by using analytical rubric for peer assessment and without using analytical rubric for peer assessment at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru. And now we come to the research method. The research method of this research will be experiments. The type of experiment that I will use quasi-experiment research design called non-equivalent research design. And I will conduct this research at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru for research site, and for the population in my research will be 11th class student at SMAN 12 Pekanbaru. And I will use a test to collect the data, and also I will use statistical analysis to analyze the data. So that's all my presentations. I'm so sorry for all my weaknesses. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.